Hi, my name is Amy Higginbotham, and my major is sociology. This PowerPoint presentation is sleep, the effects of not having enough, and what it does to the human body. I hope you'll enjoy it. What is our problem? Our problem is that it seems as a whole we just don't get enough sleep, and we're hurting our bodies. And I don't really know why, because I'm a part of that problem. Why is it a problem? When we don't give our bodies enough sleep, we suffer from so many issues. Personally, depression and irritability and anxiety are my top three, hands down, without a doubt. But some things that I learned that I didn't know before is that it also affects memory loss, heart problems. We have a lack of patience. That one, yeah, I kind of knew. But I didn't know that it also goes towards digestive issues, high blood pressure. It affects our mental health in so many different ways. It just goes on and on and on. And these are just some of the issues that we face when we don't get enough sleep. I hope that by the end of this presentation, we'll all consider doing a little bit more sleep or a little bit more exercise or both to help our bodies. One thing I wanted to point out is that here in North Texas, I put the three different faces because Brian Musborn, and I think that's how you pronounce his name, is a physician's assistant in North Texas. He has a practice, and he said that he noticed that his patients who are from other parts of the world, not from North Texas, saying that their sleep in North Texas is the worst in their lives. And they account that to the high stress and to being on our electronic devices too much. Now, others who are from Texas and nearby states state that they get pretty much the same sleep that they've gotten anywhere. And those who are only from North Texas say that it's all they know, so they think that it's okay. So that kind of makes sense, right? As far as our country is concerned, I learned that Colorado, Minnesota, and Vermont are our three states that get the best sleep. Hawaii, by the way, which I would think would be one of our best states, is the actual worst state in our country to get sleep. I don't know why, but that is what they say. And this is saying that people are getting less than 7 hours of sleep each night. Like I said, Hawaii was the worst. And worldwide, Saudi Arabia, India, and China, believe it or not, are the ones that get the best sleep worldwide. Now, here in our country, the states that are the worst sleepers after Hawaii are actually Kentucky and West Virginia. Both stating that they have more than 50% of their reporting adults, which are 20 years of age or older, saying that they get less than 7 hours of sleep a night. I'm one of those people. A good night for me is 6.5 hours. I wish I could say it's better, but right now it's just really not. Our best sleepers, we also wanted to include, are more than 50% and get 8 hours at least of sleep a night. And this is weekday nights. I didn't find information that differed on weekends, but it did state specifically weekdays, so I thought that I would let y'all know that. As far as the worldwide, China actually gets the best sleep right behind Saudi Arabia and then India. I kind of got those, I think, out of order there. But our worst sleep in the world as a whole came from Peru, Japan, and South Korea. Japan kind of surprised me. But then again, I guess if we think about it, they're very business and education oriented. So there's a lot of stress for that. So I guess that kind of makes sense. So anyway, those are just some of the comparisons of sleep, both locally, nationwide, and worldwide. Some of our statistics. Okay, so I had to actually look up and see how many people live in the state of Texas because I saw that number 7+ million people. We have 30 million people that live in Texas as of 2024 so far. So, and they're saying 7 million people reported for this study. Anyway, so a little over 7 million people, or 34% of adults over the age of 20 in Texas, report that we don't get enough sleep. Again, raising my hand, I'm a part of that. This is compared to the 35.2% of adults reporting nationwide. We are actually the 21st out of 50 states for the least amount of sleep in this country. It just seems that we're not doing so great. The worldwide sleepers, again, were India, China, Saudi Arabia, and the Netherlands were very close by the way, to these numbers. I believe they were at 53 or 54%. I don't remember exactly, but they were right there knocking on the door. And then, again, Japan, and, oh, yes, France. France surprised me that they get the worst sleep. The way they eat, though, I guess that would account for maybe part of it, because their foods are so rich that maybe they, I guess maybe. I don't know. I was thinking digestive issues. That might be a part of it. But they are also right now under a lot of stress. There's a lot of upheaval with the government and with the population, so that could also account for it in today's world. All around, 40% of the United States, 40% of the United States does report to being dissatisfied with their sleep. That just blows me away. I wish that we could do better than that, but alas, we're not. How can we be a part of the solution instead of the problem? Number one, put down the freaking electronics, man. Get off your screens. You don't need the screen to help you sleep. You really don't. TV does not help you sleep. It doesn't. It just doesn't. Get off the computers 2 hours before you're going to go to bed. Read a book. Take a shower. Go for a walk even. Walking your dog or loving on your pets calms you down so much better than having the screen in front of your face. I know the younger ones in the class are going to say, but I have to check my phone. I get it. My husband's the same way. My God, he's in front of the screen 24 hours a day. But it's not what's healthiest for us. So put them down. Enjoy your time. Exercise. Exercise can be free, and it's so easy. It doesn't cost anything to go for a walk. And if you have a bike, it costs to buy a bike. I get it, because I'm looking at them right now. But after that, it's not a monthly payment like a gym. So, and by the way, Planet Fitness, you can get a membership for $10. Still cheap. It's easy. Get some exercise at least 3 days a week. But the thing that I'm going to say will probably help you the most is establishing a bedtime routine. It really doesn't have to be anything fancy. It doesn't have to be exotic. It's just, take a shower, wash your face, clean your ears, brush your hair, and just start winding down. I love to end my day with a prayer of gratefulness. I try to wake up every day and name at least 3 things that I'm grateful for. And I try to end every day with the 3 things that I'm grateful for. And I try not to duplicate those. It's very important to me that I be able to express those things, because it helps my mental health when I can see all the good things that are in my life and what I'm grateful for. Again, read a book, meditate. A friend of mine does, I believe it's called ASMR. She watches cleaning videos up until 2 hours before she goes to bed, because it helps put her to sleep. At 2 hours before bedtime, she turns them off and she just relaxes and enjoys that time and loves on her dog. So again, that bedtime routine is really important. And again, try not to eat at least 2 to 2.5 hours before you're going to bed. Not good. It doesn't digest well. Save yourself some headache. Promise you, you don't want that. I know we live in a fast-paced world, and a lot of times, like, I work, I have a husband, I've got 14 grandkids, I've got a side business, I've got friends. It piles up. School, we all have these things that just add and add and add to our stress. But we can relax, and we can get good sleep. We just have to commit ourselves to it, just like we do anything else. So I hope these things you found helpful. Here are my resources that I used for this PowerPoint. I look forward to trying to see some of the other people's, and I appreciate you coming. Thanks.